This is the 5th screencast in our series on baseball. We need to get our data into final shape so that we can put it into stata. In order to do that, we need to make sure that the data is amenable to stata, which means that the missing values need to have dots. Okay, so the way we're going to do that is we're going to replace these divide by zeros here with something else. And that's going to work like this. Okay, so here's our batting average. And I'll call this lifetime batting average. Okay, so we go here and we go use the isError function. Okay, and that's going to give us either true or false. So let's see. So this is true here for these kind of things, and we want to take advantage of that. So when that's true, we don't want to record a batting average. We just want a missing value. So let's go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say if isError, give us something that's missing, which is just this dot. Otherwise, just give us the value. Okay. So that's what this if statement does. Check to see if that's an error, and if it is, we want the dot. If it's not, we just want the value. So I'm going to copy this down, and you'll see that, hey, it works. Okay. So once again, remember that the dots are for people for whom we don't have a batting average because we had to divide by 0 because the person had no at-bats prior to 2013. Okay, we're almost there. We need a little bit more. So what we're going to do is a little bit of rearranging. So I'm going to insert a couple columns here. And let's go to just insert. All right, and what I want first is I want this guy, copy, and put this guy over here. All right, and let's just call this the player ID. Player ID. Okay. The next thing is I need to have their at bats, their let's see, their lifetime at bats, and so let's insert another column. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here. So we've got lifetime at bats. So I'm going to take these two and copy them, put them here. Okay. So now I've got a data set. Whoops, that didn't work. I need to copy and paste special. So let's go back and paste his values. All right, so there we go. Okay, so now this is the data. Oh, I forgot salary. So here goes. So we're going to have to put salary in there. Okay. And salary is going to require a little bit of work. Let's go add another sheet here, and let's import the salary information. So to do that, we've got to go out to data, and we're going to go to access and recent places, which is, let's see, our downloads. It was here. Okay, so go there, and we want the salary information. So go here, salaries. Okay. That in here, and let's see. So we're just going to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff here because all we want is the 2013 salaries. That'll make my life easier. You might want to preserve this information, but here we want to go way down. Last team, past Seattle, San Francisco, all the way down to past Washington. To Arizona. Okay, so there we go. All these guys here. Whoops. All right, everywhere here. All this stuff. We'll go all the way to the top and just get rid of it. Shift click, delete. Go to home, delete. Okay. So now here I want to create a salary table, and this will do. Okay, so now we do exactly the same sort of process. Go all the way here. Let me call this salaries 2013. Okay, the key point here is that I've got the the player ID, and then I can find out the salary from that. So if we go back to our sheet 2, which by the way I'll rename analysis. Okay, so now we use our VLOOKUP trick again. We go VLOOKUP, and we're going to key off the player ID. Okay, and then we're going to put that, we're going to look into the salaries 2013. I just hit tab there to get that. And we're going to get the second column, and we're going to look for an exact match, which is false. In other words, you have to have exactly the right player ID. And there we go. Ooh, problem. Okay, so some people don't have salaries. And that's just the salary database doesn't have everybody. So we're going to use our isError thing once again. So we're going to go if isError. This thing's an error. What we want is a dot. Otherwise, we want this VLOOKUP. Okay, so there we go. So we got that. Copy right and put it in here. VLOOKUP. Let's see. Let's get rid of that parentheses. Okay, too many arguments in the function. So, if isError is the case, in other words, if this thing is an error. Yes. Okay. So there we go. We do want that. If that's an error, then we don't want it. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're in pretty good shape. Here's our final step. What we need to do is to take all of this data. Let's see here. I'm going to copy it all. Let's see how far down we need to go. I think, oh, not very far. Okay, so it's about 290 as I recall. A whole bunch of people here. Let's see. Whole bunch of people, and it's going to end. Okay, lots of rows. Okay, lots and lots of rows. Here's our information. Okay, so we copy that, and we're going to go to Stata. So Stata is sitting out here, and we're going to put it into a data editor here and go paste and hope this all works. Yep, we got it. Okay, so let's see. We've got a whole bunch of observations, 1,702 observations. Of course, lots of them are missing. Okay, so there we go. Great, and now we're going to preserve. And then we're going to close. Oh, you can't see it, so let's see. We're going to close this. We preserved it. And now let's do sum on these variables. Okay. Well, we've got 1,202 observations on this, and our salary, we got 775 salary information and 894 lifetime batting averages and so forth. So this looks pretty good. Okay. We can even run a little regression here. Let's just regress salary on. I don't have. Oh yes, years prior. 2013. Okay. Looks like salary rises quite rapidly as years prior to 2013 rises. So each year you've been in the league, you earn another $631,000. 28%. R squared is 0.28. You explained about 28% of the variance. So that's it for now. I hope this has been informative.